MacIntyre back to the Genesis Scottish Open. Bob, a slightly different start to the press conference as we have your bag there to the right, which is looking lovely, but can you just maybe give us an update on a special, I guess, piece of equipment for you? Yeah.
Yeah, it's obviously my name's Doddy Tartan. M&D, obviously we've got Scot Stewart, who passed away last year, and I've just tried to be someone that raises awareness of M&D, to be honest with you, and with the bag this year we've kind of tried to, we go to certain events, we try and make it special for the event, and this year obviously with the passing of Scot, also I've got a close family friend who's now also got it. We thought, well, what a place to do it, just to try and I try my best to raise awareness, and there are so many other people. I mean, Scot done a great job of raising awareness of it and raising unbelievable amounts of money for the cause, and I mean, I'm just a small part of that that's trying to keep it going.
I know you've just come off the golf course and you're on the 9th, and there's a grandstand there now as well, named after Scot in his memory. And how special was that to be there today and to have this with you this week?
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, obviously it's a sad occasion, but obviously his family, his wife, his parents were there as well when we opened it, and yeah, it's just trying to battle a hellish disease, to be honest with you. And I mean, I keep saying it, I'm just a small part of that. I try my best to raise as much money, awareness, everything that we can to try and battle this disease.
I'm sure, though, last year you gave him some great pleasure in watching you hold that putt on the last at 18. Now we're back here a year later. Just what was that moment like for you, and having your family and friends and, you know, the Scottish crowds here to witness that?
No, it was unbelievable. I mean, that's obviously the win in Canada was special, my dad, but I mean, winning the Scottish Open was above it. As a kid growing up, obviously I keep saying it, I watched the Scottish Open at Loch Lomond and stuff. I just dreamed of, as a kid, to playing it, and then once I got playing in it, I'm thinking, let's win this thing, and obviously coming close. But last year, when that putt drops, I mean, I keep watching it over and over again. When I was struggling with my putting, I mean, my putting goes up and down like a roller coaster, and when I struggle, I relive these moments, and I remember the highs that when the putter does come, it really turns it on.
Okay, we'll start with questions from the floor. So, Craig.
Bob, when we spoke to you at the media day for this tournament, you sort of spoke about how you've got this one in the bag now, and maybe goals will change a little bit, and it might be maybe more of a prep for next week. But now you're here, and you see the pictures, and you have the memories. Has that changed?
Again, I'm coming here to win the Scottish Open. I mean, it is the biggest golf tournament outside of the major championships for me. I've won it once, but every time I pitch up here, I want to win it again. And I've prepared as well as I could. Obviously, I took a few days down playing links golf at McGrath, and just to get used to hitting the shots again, seeing the ball running. So yeah, I'm not looking at next week. I'm looking to try and defend this title.
Martin.
Bob, this event's been a huge part of your journey over the last few years. Can you just talk a little bit about how you felt when you first came here compared to how you feel now?
Yeah, obviously my first year in 2019, I got paired with Rory and Ricky first round, and the nerves on that first tee with the crowd and the expectation somewhat that I had in myself. I mean, the nerves were unbelievable. But I remember how I responded. I remember I birdied the first hole, and it just kind of, I try and take everything in my stride as much as I can. You can't, when you're doing this, you can't shy away from anything. If you get an opportunity, you just, the way I do it, I just go straight at it. If you've got a chance, just straight at it. What's the worst that can happen? You fail. And I feel like that's the way I've done my whole career. I've just went so far. I've just slow and steady. You get obviously up and down within the year, but I set goals, I set mini goals, I set targets within the year for future years. Just keep slowly going at a path. But the biggest thing is day to day have the right people around you, and obviously people come into the team, people go out the team, but it's just about having the same. Everyone in the team has to have the same target and the same goals, and I think I've got a good team around me that we can keep pushing now. And I mean, the next target is to win a major.
You often talk about yourself as a wee boy from Oban. How does a wee boy from Oban sort of look at those giant images and playing with world #1 Scottish Shepherd? Do you still pinch yourself a little bit?
I do, but I hate seeing myself and I hate listening to myself. That's one of the rules when I'm in a house and there's a clip of me. It's like I don't want to hear myself speak. But yeah, it's part of it, I suppose. It's I don't really worry about all the photos and stuff. I don't really look. I just go and play my golf. But it is surreal to know that the path that I've gone on, and I suppose the results that I've had. I mean, as a kid growing up, you hit putts on putting greens to win this, to win that, and I mean, to be actually in the golf tournaments and have chances to really live them moments it's all I can ask for. I mean, whether you win it or not, it's like you've got the chance, and they're special.
Okay, just straight ahead.
Bob, in terms of the win last year coming into this year, and the psychology of it, what does it mean in terms of, is there pressure off a little bit, or is there more expectation? Talk to us a little bit about the psychology of what that win meant going into this year.
Yeah, I think the pressure's off, obviously, with me saying how much I wanted to win this tournament. I think the pressure's off on that side of it because I have won it now, but the expectation is not from me, from outside and the fans, and not people within my team, because they know it's a process and we do certain things, but from the outside the expectation is through the roof. But again, I can't control that. I just got to go out there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, prepare as well as I can. I feel like I've done that this week, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday we give it our best shot. Hopefully come Sunday on the back nine we just have to kind of flip the coin or roll the dice, however you want to say it, and if it falls your way, perfect, like it did last year. But again, you just give yourself opportunities, and you're going to fall across the line at some point.
Going down to Nick.
Hi Robert, you alright?
You alright?
A bit of a throwback question, Bob, but your first round as a pro, was that back in Jordan or Kuwait or whatever, was it, 78 was it, if I remember?
Aye.
Just given what you've achieved since then, I mean, could you just talk about that kind of moment as a young lad, first pro event, and it starts like that?
Yeah, again, I was going out to the MENA tour it was at the time, and I was going to go as an amateur, and then I just phoned Stoddy up one day and I just said, what's the point in going out here and not making any money? So we just decided to turn pro, and I went out there. Again, it's just small stages in your career. I was really, really nervous. Different environment, and yeah, I think it was 78, but then I had 2 good scores backing that up, finished second or third in the tournament. Had a week off again in Dubai, and then went on to win the next week. And yeah, it's just, I'm someone that's not scared to take risks. I'm not someone that's scared to make a big decision, but they're not rash, they're calculated. What I do is, as much as I play golf with feel and stuff, the bigger picture is calculated, and it's slow and steady rather than just a big jump into the middle and let's see what happens. It's always, we build things. Like when I was an amateur, I changed golf swing slightly, still kept my DNA, changed it, get the flight up, but it was to prepare for playing on the tour, because it's a different style of golf. This week is completely different. It's a little bit firmer, so you can go back to old school, drive it low, but overall my whole career I've just slowly just navigated it. We go and see what the challenge is going to be like. Right, it's a step up. We have to do this better. Go to the next level, and you work things out.
Because I think the next day you shot the lights out. I think, does that kind of illustrate your kind of tenacity and kind of that you've shown in subsequent years?
It is. It's just, again, it's just working out what you need, what works, and it's just watching what people that are better than you do, and it's trying to see if you can kind of use any of that to help you. So it's just a learning curve. It's just keep improving, keep learning, and the results will take care of themselves.
Doug?
Do you understand him okay?
I understand him better than you.
2 things, Bob. Have you ever done anything rash?
I mean, I make rash decisions on a golf course when I lose my temper and stuff on a shinty pitch. But when it comes to, well, yes, I've made one rash decision in the last probably 4 years, 5 years. That was when I was changing coach. Obviously, I was working with Simon, changed again, done it 2 weeks, and I remember Simon saying, "I think you're firing the wrong man," and it was breaking up the line while he was saying it, and he thought I didn't hear it, and then I phoned him 2 weeks later, and I was tail between my legs saying, "Look, Simon, you were right. Can I come back?" And yeah, here we are still working together. So that was a rash decision, but in the long term stuff, no, everything's between me, Stoddy, Dell, the whole team around me. We sit down, we think about it, we look at stats, everything's, that side of it's calculated, and then we just try and go with a decision and live by it.
And secondly, for you and really for all the players, what is the difference in either anticipation or optimism about the major season when you're heading into Augusta, the first one, compared with when you're getting ready for the Open, the last one?
Yeah, for me, I mean, I normally get off to a slow start in my season. I did the last few years. It's just different. The season is log jammed. I mean, if you looked at the locker room on the kind of Sunday at the Travellers, everyone was dying to go home because it was just a long stretch. For me, I was out there 11 weeks, played 10 out of 11, and I was running on empty. But you're trying your best. It's such a big golf tournament, you're trying your best. And it's difficult with how kind of condensed the season is now on the PGA Tour, especially. I mean, it is log jammed, and you just feel like you can't take a week off, because if you take a week off, you're going backwards, and it's difficult, that side of it. But you've got to trust your schedule, you've got to trust that you're going to get your run, but it is very, very tiring.
Okay, Martin?
Bob, you're obviously at McGrath last week. Was that useful for this week? And also, was it unfair on you when I said that Belle Robertson was still the sort of bigger Argyll and Bute legend?
She is a legend. Actually, seen her. She came out and seen me when we were playing the old course at MacGrath. But I just went there. I remember coming back last year, and I went to Troon to see Troon a couple of days before coming here, and it was amazing how much the golf ball was moving in a 20-mile-an-hour wind, and that's the reason I went to McGrath. It was like, go there, hit the same shots that you normally hit, but just let's watch how much this thing's going to move. And it was just to get that feel, that sea air, the heavy wind hitting the golf ball again, and just getting your eyes seeing what you used to see. Whereas when I'm playing in America, I mean, I'm hitting the ball up there, land it, the number, and normally it stops. So it's just a completely different style of golf. But since I've come back, since I've played more PGA Tour now, the more I come back here and play links golf, I enjoy it way more than I used to, because it used to just be the norm.
Okay. And we're going to wrap up with Callum.
Just kind of following on from what Martin was saying there, you know, in terms of the experience at McGrath, how did you get on with the tee shot at the first?
Split the fairway both times. It's all right for me. I can start it way right and let it ride the wind. The wind, it was down out the right, so it wasn't too much a problem. But I mean, it's a spectacular opening hole. But no, they were brilliant to us. A few of us went down and played, and it was it was a good kind of day and a half we had down there.
Just finally, you know, from a personal point of view, it's hard to win any tournament out in this tour, but to do it back to back, if you could do that, I mean, how much would that mean to you?
Oh, it'd be unbelievable. I mean, I want to keep this trophy every year until I stop playing. But again, I pitch up here and I want to win it. I mean, it's the Scottish Open. It is my almost flagship event outside of the majors, and every time I pitch up here, I want to win it. And I hope if I don't win it, a Scottish player wins it. And it's a special golf tournament with a unbelievable field.
Bob, thank you for your time, and we wish you well this week.
Thank you.
All right.